Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a collective reading for our beautiful collective here on YouTube. So thank you so much to all of you who are here, who are sharing your personal high vibrational energy with our channel. This is a co-creative process. So simply by tuning in, regardless of where or when you are listening from in terms of 3D time, know that your energy is actively co-creating the messages that come through. Now, of course, with that being said, always use your intuition when it comes to determining which messages here are for you and which messages could be meant for others. So I'm going to start today by shuffling the Energy Oracle cards deck. And I just want to know, what do those listening to this reading need to know most? And of course, the very first card to come out is the Temple Path card in the upright position. This is sitting on the crown chakra. And whenever I pull this card in a reading, I always take it to be somewhat of a confirmation that you're on the right track. Now, of course, there really is no right or wrong from a higher perspective. However, when I use that terminology, what I really mean is that you are really in this state of alignment with a very high vibrational timeline, meaning a timeline that is very aligned with your own core soul frequency, that is bringing a lot of wonderful things into your life. Because whenever you align with a new timeline, you automatically align with all of the futuristic trajectories of that timeline. And I see you just very firmly on this path of so many wonderful things coming and manifesting into your life because of this higher timeline that you've aligned with. Now, I am getting the message that it's required a lot of courage to reach this higher timeline. Because for whoever I'm channeling into here, you had to let go of so much out of necessity. Specifically, I'm getting a strong download that the person I'm tuned into here has had to release so many versions of their former self. And this constant shedding of your skin, your layers, was most likely a bit painful in the process, because I'm hearing that you may have had to leave behind people, relationships, friendships, jobs that were keeping you tied to lower vibrational timeline trajectories. And most people will never rise to the level of vibration and to the kind of timeline that you've aligned with, not because they aren't capable of it, because of course they are, but simply because they may not have the courage to surrender and to release and to shed old versions of themselves the way that you have. And so I am specifically getting this message with the Healer of the Ages upright. There's a very strong healing masculine energy coming through. And so whoever I'm speaking to here, you may have felt this recent shift onto a higher timeline. Now, of course, we are constantly shifting through timelines, dimensions, realities based on our current in the moment vibration. But I feel like you've gone through some kind of recent, what we almost might call a quantum shift, where you've shifted timelines in a major way. And if this message is for you, I'm hearing that you will sense when this shift occurs, or perhaps it's already happened, but the indicator is a surge of confidence. So you might suddenly feel a bit lighter, a bit more confident, a bit more spiritually connected in some sense to your own higher self or your higher purpose in a way that's kind of hard to explain. And so when or if you feel that sign, you sense that happening, know that this is a sign of confirmation that you've shifted onto this higher timeline. I do feel with this surge of confidence, regardless of your gender and regardless of energetically whether you identify more so with the divine feminine or the divine masculine, which of course, we all do have a balance of these energies within each of us, but regardless and irrespective of any of that, I'm hearing that there's been a powerful internal masculine energetic healing taking place within you. So you've been really working on your self-image, your sense of confidence and stability in this world. You've been really showing up for yourself, supporting yourself. And if you haven't yet been carving out that time and space for yourself, this could be a sign that doing that kind of internal healing work of your own internal masculine energy through self-support, that could actually be a way to catapult you onto this higher timeline. So of course, some of you are already experiencing this. For others of you, this could be a sign that it's time to really show up for and support yourself in new ways in order to shift onto that higher timeline. Okay, so with this card as well, which I tend to take to indicate some kind of masculine healing energetically, that's why we've been channeling some of these messages. But this may not just be taking place internally. There may be an external or even multiple external masculines connected to you or part of your soul group, your soul family, who are also experiencing a profound shift or healing in their own reality. And if this is the case, they are experiencing this in a very conscious way. Now, these don't have to be romantic connections. These could be family members. These could be friends. Take it as it connects for you. But I am getting that essentially the masculine energies who are connected to your soul group are mirroring back to you the way that you've healed your own internal masculine energy. Wow, this feels like a really big download for someone. I don't know who this is for, and I didn't expect this to come through. But for someone listening, the way that you've healed your internal masculine energy, the way that I'm hearing broken out of the matrix, meaning the way that you've lifted yourself from lower vibrational thought patterns, limiting belief systems, and really come into your power, and how that's healed your internal masculine energy is actually creating this kind of beacon of light that is naturally mirroring that healed masculine energy back to you in other external masculines that you may be connected to. So these could be masculine energies from your past. Again, these could be friends, family members, romantic partners from the past, present, or even futuristically, souls that you have a past life history with, but haven't yet connected with in this lifetime. So again, take this as it connects, but don't underestimate the power of this healing that you've done within yourself, because it really seems to be having a profound impact on anyone who is part of your soul group, anyone who has the true privilege of being connected to your energy in a more intimate way, at least on the spiritual level, if not in the physical realm as well. But these interactions don't even have to be physical. These could be souls that you are so connected to spiritually and in consciousness that, again, your internal shifts mirror back in them. I'm hearing when you heal yourself, you heal the whole, you heal the collective. There are huge ripple effects energetically to the choices you've made to heal your internal energy, yourself. So, wow, I don't know who needed to hear that message, but I really hope that was some sign of confirmation for someone listening. I am going to be reshuffling the cards here, and I want to know more about how you healing your internal masculine is reflecting in people around you. I am getting that you may have some of these masculine energies reach out to you or connect with you in the physical 3D realm unexpectedly. So this could be people from your past. This also could be new individuals coming in. Can I get some more details about this? Whoa, okay. So right away, we have the yin yang card in the upright position. Now, those of you who are familiar with my channel know that this is my #1 twin flame card in the deck. So of course, this doesn't necessarily have to be a twin flame situation. This could be a soulmate or a high-level soulmate as well. But this card does indicate in this context a really powerful spiritual connection, a very yin and yang energy as well. So the masculine coming through here could be someone who really embodies the yang to your yin or vice versa. They are someone who really seems to fit together with you, but also be very opposite from you in certain ways. And I'm hearing intriguing. This is someone who finds you extremely intriguing. My guides want me to note that I'm going to be channeling many different people and connections specifically in this portion of the reading. So some aspects might apply to your situation and other aspects might actually apply to someone else. So use special care to really utilize your intuition, particularly in this part of the reading. Okay, so with the strategy card, not only is this masculine intrigued by you, but I'm hearing you instantly make them want to make you part of their plans. What they don't realize is that I'm hearing skeptical. This may be someone who's a bit skeptical of what we think of as spiritual things, the concept of a soul, soul connections, etc. But regardless of that, this is someone who consciously noticed that when you entered their life or re-entered their life, or maybe this is something happening futuristically. Again, the timelines occur for each of us in a certain individual order. So do keep in mind that I could be reading into something that's going to be happening in the future with this person, but when you entered or re-entered their life, they immediately wanted to make you part of their plans. And this has been confusing to them, especially because this is someone who does seem to be skeptical. They're very focused on things that they can see and feel and touch, and I'm hearing just empirically understand. This may be someone who's a bit science or logic oriented. That is definitely a possibility. With the community card as well, though, I sense that they're really wanting to make plans to deepen your physical connection with each other, to possibly meet up in the physical world. I also hear talking about you to other people. So this seems to be someone who I'm hearing excitedly talking about you. I'm seeing someone really animated, like using their hands to talk because they're so excited and so animated. You make this person feel almost like a kid with a crush. They feel almost childlike when they think about you or in your presence. You to them, this is much more than just a connection. Now, this could be a platonic connection. This could be a friend that you're really deeply inspiring, someone who enters your life and feels so inspired by your energy, but you are just, I'm hearing you are tapping this person into their higher self. They may not realize that, but it's like you are connecting them to this fifth dimensional version of themselves, to their own true potential. that they may have forgotten about or underestimated. You see this person for their true potential, for who they really are. And I get that this is someone that may have been a bit down and out, either physically, materially, or emotionally prior to the two of you meeting and connecting. With the Sun card upright, okay, when I said that this seems like more than just a connection, what I mean is this isn't just about love and romance, even if this is a romantic connection. Of course, if it's platonic, what I mean is this isn't just about your interactions or interconnection with each other. This is actually about you inspiring this person to a brand new chapter of their own life after a period of time where they felt pretty downtrodden by something in their life. They're also really noticing the way that I'm hearing you light them up, that you really connect them with their heart space, although they would probably never use those exact words because, again, this person does come off a bit skeptical of spiritual concepts and ideas. But what they do know is that they feel you pulling on their heart. I'm hearing butterflies. This person may get butterflies at the thought of you. With the King of Pentacles upright, this is someone who perhaps even prior to meeting you was on this path of bettering themselves. If not, then meeting you has really inspired this person to want to be better. I'm hearing, I want to get better. I want to become the kind of person that could be connected with you in a long-term kind of way. Yeah, this person's fear is that they've struggled to move forward. They feel like they've been stuck in a rut for quite a long time. There's something about their life that has been the same for a very long time, whether that's a relationship, whether that's a marriage, a job, something in their life has felt very stagnant, and that seems to be affecting their self-esteem. In fact, that may be part of what you are here to help this person transition out of, but I'm hearing it's going to require a lot of courage on their part. So it's like meeting you is presenting them with this sort of crossroads in their life where they're being given the chance to better themselves, to choose a new path for themselves, one with this King of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles energy, a very abundant path. And I get that this isn't the first or only time that you have this effect on people. I'm hearing you're a crossroads maker. I know that sounds really strange, but it's almost as though you enter or re-enter someone's life and energetically it creates this timeline split for that person and therefore presents them with a crossroads where they have an opportunity to veer off, to stay as they are on that lower vibrational pathway in a very 3D way of thinking, or they have the opportunity to opt for a higher path, to take the leap and to have courage and to take that higher pathway. But again, choosing that higher vibrational pathway, that option you are presenting to them does require a new way of thinking and being, and therefore a lot of courage. So not everyone that you connect with and present with this crossroads, by the way, all of this happens very automatically. It's not something going on consciously or something that you even say or do at the 3D level. This is something happening spiritually and vibrationally. But many people you meet are not ready to take that leap. And that might be why you commonly experience a pattern where you enter someone's life or they enter your life, or a re-entrance into one another's lives occurs. You have a brief, really beautiful, profound connection that's deeply mutually uplifting and inspiring. But then it's almost like sometimes you can feel this sudden pulling away, as though you're kind of being pulled continuously onto that higher vibrational timeline, and that person you're connecting with may or may not be ready to go with you. It's like they're presented with a choice, and oftentimes they may choose that lower vibrational pathway, but not always. Of course, there is the element of free will here, but I feel that's also why you've been called to really surrender so much attachment to expectations and outcomes, especially when it comes to your friendships and relationships at this time, because you are really meant to be showing the way into this 5D new earth, into a brand new way of thinking and being. And sometimes others aren't ready yet to follow you there. Of course, that's not to say they won't be ready to jump onto that timeline, months or years in the future, just depending on their level of consciousness and their level of readiness. But you may have this sense almost like it's your job, your duty to stay true to yourself by holding the space on that higher timeline and not allowing yourself to get attached to lower vibrational timelines simply because someone you're connecting with doesn't have the courage to make the jump. I know all of this sounds a bit strange, but I also know that if these messages are for you, you will sense the resonance and you will know how this connects. So I'm going to be reshuffling the cards, but in the extended version of this reading on Patreon, I do want to channel more into what this specific masculine is thinking and feeling towards you at this time, specifically what they're intrigued about regarding you, and also the strongest futuristic timeline potentials for how this connection might move forward into the future. So the link to those extended messages on Patreon is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. For now, I am going to be reshuffling the cards, clarifying the energies, and I want to channel into anyone or anything else that may be connected to your aura at this time. I'm hearing deep rest. Right now is a time of deep rest. For some reason, the word hibernation came out. So someone might feel at times as though they're almost going through periods of hibernation. And I'm hearing that whenever you feel guided to pull back into yourself or your sacred space and to rest or relax or whatever that is for you, clear your energy. What this actually is not a time of stillness or stagnancy, but a time of intensified energetic integration, and therefore the necessity to slow down in the physical world to allow that full integration of energy. You may also feel as though you move in spurts at times. I am laughing because I cannot escape this yin yang card. Someone is dealing with a very high level soulmate. This again could also be a twin flame. Take that as it connects. I'm hearing drawing upon each other's energy. I know that again sounds so strange, but what I mean when I say that is, okay, I guess we're just getting right into these messages, but this connection is coming through so strongly, I can't deny sharing about it right here. I don't know if this is the person that came through earlier for you or if this is someone different, so take that as it resonates. But essentially, you and this individual are so energetically connected that I'm hearing you're almost using the same energetic reservoir, which for this context, what I mean is it's almost like, for example, while you're sleeping, meditating, resting, you could actually be fueling this other person while they're out physically working, doing things, etc. That also means that when you're unusually tired, it could actually be because this other person that you're connected to has been working really hard, stressing themselves out. There is so much energetic transference happening here. So don't judge yourself. If you do have days where you feel unusually stressed or tired or depleted in some way, this could actually be because I'm hearing it's like you need to recharge your batteries for the both of you, because you are working on so many different levels and layers than just this physical 3D level. And in fact, whatever you're doing in 3D really only barely scratches the surface of the kind of quote unquote work you are doing spiritually and energetically. And of course, most people visibly would not understand those extra layers of work that you are doing, how your energy is actually supporting and recharging so many others. I'm getting not even just this specific person, but even others connected to your soul family. It's like you might even be sort of like a battery of energy for many people around you who might be going through a lot at the moment. You are such a stabilizer. Again, I don't know who I'm speaking to, but I hope that this helped someone to understand some of their experiences recently of depletion or just needing more time with themselves. Okay, so let's shuffle again here, and I want to know if there's anyone or anything else connected to your energy that we can tap into at this time. I have a feeling I'm going to be pulling some traditional tarot cards as well. We do have the thinking man upright, so this could be someone thinking very heavily and very consciously about you. This may be someone that you've had some kind of a karmic contract with. This could be a past karmic relationship in your life. I'm hearing silence from this person. So this may be someone who you're not currently in communication with, but they're sending you a lot of energy. So it's almost like they're trying to manifest you to contact them or to reach out to them. I'm hearing to apologize. So it's almost like some apology is needed here within this situation in order for there to be communication again, whether this is a friend, a family member, a coworker, or a lover. But this person seems a little in their ego and unwilling. I'm hearing arrogant. For some reason, they're unwilling to offer that apology. And so instead, they're thinking really heavily about you and trying to manifest you back into their life. Yeah, this is someone with 5 of Cups in the reverse position. There's definitely a forgiveness required here to release the karmic connection, but I'm hearing this forgiveness may or may not actually take place verbally. So this may be someone that energetically you need to do some kind of cord cutting process with, or that you need to send this person mentally healing energy, forgiving energy, kind of bless them on their unique path and release them in mind, so to speak, or in energy, in order to have this connection no longer pulling or draining your energetic vibration. But I do get as well that if you feel this person trying to manifest you to contact them, of course, listen to your intuition on that. But I'm getting that in most cases, it would be best if you are going to do some kind of ritual forgiving this situation, releasing this person, to do that internally on your own rather than reaching out to this person unless they raised to the point of consciousness where they are willing to make the first move to come forward with that apology that does seem to be needed here. Okay, so I'm pulling a few cards from the traditional tarot. This person has a bit of a chaotic energy. They may have been this way back when the two of you were in communication. They also seem to be talking about you a lot with Queen of Swords reversed, possibly with a feminine or with multiple feminine energies in their own life, but that doesn't have to be the case. I'm just getting the energy of gossip around this particular person. With the 10 of Cups reversed, this is someone who the energy of dysfunction and chaos really seems to be surrounding them at this time. And I'm hearing blaming you. It's almost like maybe they blamed you for the dysfunction or for the chaos, but now in your absence or in the silence, they're kind of being forced to come to terms with the ways that they've contributed to and created their own chaos here. So I do see them ultimately having that realization, although the timing of that will really depend on your situation specifically. Because ultimately I see this person really reaching kind of a rock bottom. They may already be there with the 10 of Swords reversed and then kind of moving beyond some of their own mistakes here. So wow, very kind of heavy, chaotic energy coming from this person. This won't be for everyone, but I hope that if this was connecting with you, this makes sense to you. I do see this person ultimately, we do have this, let's see, 4 of Cups reversed. So ultimately they may reach a point where they want to seize the opportunity to apologize or to reach out with you. But I see that you're very much in this 9 of Pentacles energy. You're very independent, very receptive. You have a very healed feminine energy. And because of this, you're very much in this kind of flow state, like allowing yourself to move with the flow of your life, but in a very empowered way. And I'm hearing untouchable. It's like because you're in that state, this person kind of sees you as untouchable or unreachable. So they may be a little intimidated to reach out, but may ultimately down the line attempt to seize that opportunity. So of course, only you will know how that connects or what you would like to do with that information personally if it does connect. But in the extended version of the reading, we will be channeling more into anyone or anything else that could be connected to your aura at this time. This could include platonic connections, romantic connections, or even spiritual energies as well. So if you are feeling resonance here and you're guided to join our beautiful soul tribe on Patreon, the link to do so is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. For now, I am going to be reading one final Rumi Oracle message to close the reading. And this card is Cosmic Heart. And the guidebook says, I was dead, I became alive. I was tears, I became laughter. The power of love arrived and made me everlasting power. I have seen everything. I have no fear. I have the heart of a lion. I shine like Venus, Rumi. And the guidebook also says, then in a moment of my crisis that cracked my heart open, I was given a gift. Though I felt fear and confusion, a gift came to me more powerful than those temporary ailments. That gift was the ability to hear the sound hidden beneath all of life. I heard it, that sacred sound of the beating heart of universal love. Now I know that belief in unworthy things, like fear and doubt, is lunacy. Even my loneliness became unconvincing to me. Wow, so that feels like a beautiful place to close the reading. Thank you so much again for tuning in today. If you do resonate with my energy, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, where I post more information, inspiration, and energy updates. I hope you have a truly magnificent remainder of your day and week. I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy, and I will connect with you here again in Monday's reading.